Abby. Thank you so much for you and Micah purchasing a house, using my services, your first time buying a house. Very exciting. So I just wanted to ask you a couple questions about your experience purchasing and using my services. So first of all, what fears did you have about buying or selling or buying a home? Let me say that again. What fears did you have about buying your first home?
I think the biggest thing we worried about was buying a home that had more projects than it looked like it had. So just wanting to be wise about that decision was scary.
Okay. And what process did you use to select my services to represent you?
Well, we actually had a close connection with your husband, and so that's how we heard about your services. And we knew your husband and trusted him, and thought, well, Christine's probably great at what she does. So.
And what did we do when you first met me?
Yeah. So we sat down and we had a really long discussion about who we are and what we care about, and you told us about who you are and what you care about and how you approach home buying and home selling with your clients, and so we felt really comfortable moving forward after that meeting.
So based on maybe you had met other realtors or gone to open houses, what did I do differently than maybe what you expected you'd get from an agent?
Sure. I think the biggest thing that we loved about working with you was just your honesty. It wasn't all sunshine and roses. If there was something wrong or something of concern we should pay attention to, you made that clear. But we're also really excited for us when we found something that we liked. So just really honest and upfront, and that we really appreciated.
Yeah, we went through some homes where you're like, maybe we can make this work. Remember the two-story farmhouse?
Yes.
You're like, we really like the idea of the farmhouse.
Yeah.
And I listened.
Yeah. And then you provided very helpful feedback. Being a first-time home buyer, there are a lot of things we don't even know to think about. And so giving us an insight into what it could look like to do the things we wanted to do was very helpful.
Right. I didn't try to talk you out of the house.
No,
right?
I didn't.
Just kind of laid it on the table.
Exactly. Yeah.
So how did I handle the process for you purchasing, from the time we met to showing homes, working on lending, walkthroughs, inspections, all of it?
Yeah, so I think probably the most helpful thing was in our first meeting, you gave us a heavy binder with a summary of every single step of the process. And we're also very clear to say, you don't have to know all this right now. We're going to do it one step at a time, but this is the overview. And I found that approach to be really helpful, so that we didn't feel like we were trying to navigate 20 things at one time. We were doing one step at a time, but also looking out for the next steps. So.
What about the process when we were actually touring homes?
Yes, that was fun.
I would bring you the booklet. Was that,
Yeah, so basically we would schedule a bunch of tours, or you would schedule a bunch of tours, and we would get a binder at the beginning with the description of the home and place to write down our notes, and we would go 1, 2, 3, and had to decide which one was our favorite at the end of each tour, so that we could really narrow down what we wanted. And so honestly, it was a really seamless process, the home tours, and then once we put in an offer, everything happened really fast, and that was exciting, and we just had to check our boxes, but you made sure that we knew what boxes to check.
Awesome.
That was good.
Two-handed question. Why would you recommend me, and what would you say to recommend me?
So I think we just lucked out getting to work with you in the first place. I don't know if we would have, we probably would have found your services on a search online, but getting connected directly was really great. I think the reason why we enjoyed working with you was because you are thorough. You do not leave any stone unturned, but you also really did work to make sure that we weren't overwhelmed with the process, because it can be really overwhelming as a first-time buyer to know what to do or what not to do. But I think you were really honest, thorough, on the ball, really great communication. I mean, we always knew if we sent you a message, we were going to hear back within an hour or so. I don't know if that's good for you, but it was very helpful to know we had someone that was in our corner that was like rooting for us and looking out for us.
Well, I hear a lot about you guys. You're like family to me, especially because Gary's going in every week at the butcher shop. Getting those Wagyu steaks from you guys. But it's been such a pleasure working with you guys. You guys are an awesome family overall. You're wonderful people. I plan on always staying in touch because I'm going to really miss working with you.
Yeah, it was really, really nice. And I think when you work so closely with someone for a long, I mean, it was a long time, you really, like, you feel like family.
Yeah,
so
you guys are.
I find myself, like, we're doing little projects on the house. I'm like, I want to send Christine a picture. I want to.
Oh, you should. Absolutely. I'll give you a thumbs up on ideas. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, thanks for making the time to do this. I appreciate it. And I hope the viewers will appreciate your input, too, to help them make decisions.
Yeah, no problem.
At least give them some things to think about when they're thinking about buying a house.
Yeah.
So it was very helpful.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. And, I'm going to stay in touch.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.